Yo. All right. Boring, boring, boring. Uh, okay. Let's go. Let's see. Do we have any? Oh, never did that. Oh God. All right. Let's go do that bounty real quick. Totally forgot to do that last night. I think. Oh, it's about to reset in like 2 minutes or something. I don't know what time the bounty reset is. Should be able to get this done. Hey, 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 fat cat. You know what? No. I think that way actually is a little bit longer. Gotta go up, gotta come back down. This way I just go through. Hey, hey. Oh. Hick. Oh, nice. Saying there at the end. There we go. Go do some crucible. See if we can't get our last pieces of armor. Oh well, let me go turn it in.
Don't think I.
Oh well, no, hold on. Let me go turn this in. Let me go turn this in, and then we'll start doing some crucibles.
Better this world, one body at a time.
Sure. Aww. Blue pants. Blue pants. Got some blue oh, maybe. Oh, nice. Good shit. Good shit. They're listening. Bellhorn. I need those. Come on. Ooh, give me my purple iron hand. We'll be good to go there. Just gotta complete this. One more bounty. The Smithy's bottoms, Antler's apron, Captain's fists. I think I have Carpenter's pants, but these are all new. I don't think I have the bottoms yet. Don't have the the Pantler's apron. Don't have the Captain's fists. 3 new pieces coming soon. Okie dokie, let's go ahead. Kind of look, yeah, it's not really showy though. It just looks stupid. Let's go.
Keep walking, stranger.
Alright, we're good. on. Come on. Don't you jump when I come up there. Kick your ass. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. Just trying to save the rare. Use it after this. No? I was like, it didn't work. This shield, guys.
All will be unspoken.
You little shit. Get over here. Walking around the room. You little turd. Want a grapple move so bad. Need the empty fist, and I need to find a mage armor set too, though. How full are we? Let me take this back. Ooh, hey, hey, hey. Alright, we're gonna have to. Damn it, we're already full on that too. Yeah. There's too much stuff. There's too much stuff. That wasn't built. You could dump most of this in. Do that. Drop anything that isn't over 20%. Yeah, there we go. Sell those. We're just gonna have to stuff elsewhere. Lower than arm. He's 16. Put this in here for now. Sell everything out. I'm hoping they're doing something for the inventory so we could actually run around for a little bit longer. All this, yeah. Direct, all right.
About time you came back.
No, sorry. This is why I always go to Eleanor. She's the goat.
I've got things you didn't know you couldn't live without.
I can do everything at Eleanor. Sell, I can infuse, I can get runes, I can, I can put runes on if I want to right there.
Life.
She's just the better one to go to when you got weapons and a bunch of armor. And we're gonna grab these, because these is nice. And evasive swing, I don't think I really need, so that's all that.
May your true name never be spoken, Sarah.
Alright, let me turn this fan off.
Better here than outside Sacrament's gates, probably.
Sarah?
Do it.
I've got things you didn't know you could. I see.
Do you? Do you? Oh, Caitlin Scholar, let's go.
A man with untainted blood is a man.
I guess we can go visit Finley real quick too.
So this is the Jewel of South. Which one of you said that? Every...
And nothing I can really see. I might take this just for another tornado strike. I might want to try that again. Grab a slashing flurry.
You don't scare me, Serum.
Calm down.
I miss home, but she don't miss me.
You didn't get me. I dodged before you even got to it. What is going on? Today is the get away with it day. Heard. Yeah, this is so nice. Minus the stupid water. Why not, you know? Build's built for it, but not all stamina. And they're like, hey, you want more stamina? Not now. No, damn it. Like, the boon should help out my weaknesses. Not what I built for.
The word is broken.
Buddy. I mean, one of these days this has to have something good in it, right? Just one day. Just one. What the hell? I can't see. Game. And it makes it hard to fight an enemy. Hammer got stuck behind the wall. Like, what the hell? Black screen here. Just in case we get the rare one. What did I want to... I wanted to look at something. Oh, yeah, okay. Back up. So right now, it's not... It doesn't seem to be having any issues. I'm gonna see if this causes it. Motion blurs up, our screen shakes up. Let's see how this feels. We're not really getting any of those issues. I have a feeling screen shake might be causing it. Yeah. Screen shake's so sinister. Oh, I forgot ah, crap. Yeah, that's off. I wanted to scream them off. I forgot I removed that. And that hit with the lightning is insane. Oh, but of course. Get away from the edge. I hate fighting this level. Constantly trying to avoid going off the edge. We're gonna try them both again. Yeah, see, it just like I lose a little bit more frames with that. I still feel like it's better to not use electrical on him and just go for physical damage. It's not like I need movement speed of any sort. Yeah, I don't really need the build up. If anything, it'd probably be better to run fire on him. If I could run it. Come on, come on. Not these. Yeah, it's gonna take forever to get this stuff. I'm dodging people. I'll get to you too, yeah. There you go. Join the party. It doesn't switch if you get into combat. I don't know why, but the inputs don't work once you get into combat. Something about this game. Yeah, that's alright. It wouldn't let me, I pressed my rune attack 3 times, it wouldn't let me attack. Yeah, there's still some input issues. I mean, I pressed my rune attack 3 times there and nothing happened. So he just hit me and hit me and hit me and I died. Very unfortunate. Leave screen shake. I'll put it back on my 85. Like some. Went for the witch instead. Yeah, there's still some weirdness going on. Give me nothing this time. But there's everything. Very, very quiet. It's rabbits. What the fuck? Press it as soon as I saw that backstab. Didn't even work. Booty hole. Come on over. Come on over. It is just better. Like, it's good for outside in the world, I think, but otherwise. What are you hitting over here? You hitting the air. Look at him. Look at him. You tell me. Get over there, bro. Ain't nobody over there. He's smacking air. Hey, hey, wrong creature. Beat this level. What? Dude, Storm Piercer sometimes is on crack. What? You blocked that? Bunch of punks, man. No, didn't want to clip that. What the fuck? That's what you get for falling in love. About that. I'm always doing things. Geronimo. Oh, wouldn't let me do my move. Come on. Catch up to me, game. Be faster than me. Ooh, baby. That was scary. Gotta all this stuff.
About time you came back. These are my scissors.
No, these are my scissors.
This is interference.
I felt it. May your true name never be spoken, Sarum.
Hello, old friend. Warrior's only as good as his weapon.
Better here than outside Sacrament's Gate.
This is interference.
Everything is a price. Every man is a cost.
The mainland church does not speak.
Do it for...
I'm being punished.
Life and
I'm being
I've
punished.
scoured the realm. You don't.
Is your faith stronger than a claw?
Everything is your price. Every man is a cost.
Make of eating.
I guarantee, shells full again by sunrise.
Is your faith stronger than a claw?
I guarantee, shells full again by sunrise.
I felt the...
Looks like we're good. I think my mic was muted for that whole thing. That's fine. Yeah, the cost for everything on my list was wrong. Now we should be good. I can go back to this assortment. One-handed wands should have some 50s in there. Okay. Man. I was like, all my values got messed up, and I'm like, wait a minute. All wand moves are 100? Bull crap. Okay, so we should have an avenue here. Let me. Yeah, for electric, lightning storm. Or lightning barrage.
I guarantee, shells fall again by sunrise.
It's just, this is a whole day of this crap, man. I like building houses, I like organizing, I like doing this stuff, but not every single day. Yeah, one of my biggest quality of life wants right now is this inventory system needs to be reworked. 35 slots is not gonna do any good. Like, I just carry and want to look at everything, and, you know, just how I play. So it just stinks that, yeah, this is, requires so much work. Do BR3s, I guess. Do here, but I grabbed that helmet, so I have the 3. Okay, we'll come back to helmets, I guess. I already set this up. I did. That's fine. Is it the, well, I think it was one of these, right? Mm. Wish. A great shield, then light shield, then medium shield. Silly goose. Silly, silly goose. Blue gloves. So.
Most criminals have been punished for my enterprise.
Make the world. Greetings, wolf.
Why is that so faster that way? Controller's faster. Need to get something to drink too.
For my enterprises.
Is your faith stronger than
I might get fed up with doing this soon. Might happen soon, I think. We'll see. As I said, it probably would have been better if I didn't known this at the start. Could have just kept only the crucible gear once we got to it. It's like doing it now is not really a problem. It's just the fact that I've done it for so many times before. Hmm. Yeah, I guess I did say out. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna clear things up here, do one more run, and I'll make my way down. So maybe like half hour or something like that, because games are long as shit. Yeah, okay, but I'm working to get out of here. Rings don't sort correctly. And 3. "23 plague, 14 electric, 12 heat, 23 cold." Alright, bro, I'm curious about your build of the 4 stamina runes. So far, I've been able to connect. Welcome. So yeah, I'll show you kind of what I got going here. We're about to go do some Crucible runs here. So, give me just a moment to organize these rings and go do that. But yeah, from what I could tell, stamina cost is just better, and stacking stamina cost enchant with these stamina cost rings is like, you get, I forget what it is, like is it? So we go from 15 attacks to 25 attacks during that test. Yeah, it's just an insane amount. Like, you pretty much, we could probably get away with not needing so much. Okay, we are good to roll. Yeah, if there's anything specific you want me to test or whatever, let me know. Sell this, I'll go do a crucible run. And, like, if there's something specific you actually run, you know, you have a stamina issue with when you're doing, let me know, and I'll go do that.
The mainland church does not speak for God.
I'm one of these guys, you know, where like I gotta destroy everything too. So it's nice to have enough stamina to just go around and hammer it all. Yeah, and if I infuse this weapon with electric, I can pretty much go around with movement speed, overall movement speed at 15%. Oh, we forgot to exalt the... Okay, that's fine. It's only 2%. I do have that unique for faster speed right now. Yeah, this is normal. Actually, let me turn the stat numbers on so you can kind of see how they're working too. Oh, moving in water sucks. Yeah, here's the build real quick. Armor. Helmet. Stamina cost after fatality is really helpful. And that's the only point where I have the max stamina, since the only other thing is parry and dodge stuff. Yeah, it's working out really well for us. I sacrificed 150 focus for this build, and it's fine because I'm usually maxed out anyway. Because I like just running around normal attacking most of the time. Just get my boost for stamina cost right there and just go crazy. You could actually incorporate, this is another good way to do this too. You could incorporate front flip into this, so you can get your fatality just using stamina, and kind of run around just Using stamina, front foot kicking everybody to death. Yeah, it's a really good build. Really good build now. Pretty much don't care about stamina. And there are moments outside of combat where you're still going to be, you know, you're still going to succumb to not having a big pool of stamina. So that's where you just get that one extra attack. And it, again, it does kind of suck that max stamina to stamina cost, you only gain one attack between those two. But in combat, that's where you really start to see that stamina cost come in play. Yeah, I was running max stamina for a long time, and it was nice, but moving to the Jade Ring plus the stamina cost has made it just so much easier, especially against the boss. Like, the boss, I mean, to run out of stamina against the boss, hitting his staggers over and over, you would really just have to mess up many, many times over to run out of stamina. Or to never stagger somehow. Because even if I beat Echo Knight with normal attacks, I won't run out of stamina. I think I get to like half a bar. Really don't know if I should take this continuous damage. It might be too dangerous. Let's try it. Because it hits hard. I don't have a lot of life. We should be able to make this work. Hmm, 18 attacks right there. Like, there's just not enough, you know? There's just not enough. So you could probably get away with, if you're not so crazy like I am on the normal attacks, you could probably get away with taking a little bit out. Maybe just going to max stamina pool. Just a little bit more or something. You know, there could be a better balance that I'm not seeing, but right now I am enjoying the stamina cost reduction over the max stamina build. Ooh, not what I thought it was going to be. Alright, we could do one more run. I'm gonna head out of here for the night, go eat some dinner. Early dinner for me. Good to go. Cheaters. I love when they cheat. Cheat us. Yeah, I know. I know, you guys like to cheat. It's okay. It's okay. We'll kick your butt either way. Yeah, so I had mentioned all that in the post as well. As long as you're sticking around a 14 stamina weapon, you should be able to get away with the stamina cost. Anything above that, the stamina cost is probably going to help even more. On weapons that are, you know, like Scythe and stuff, you would probably be okay with going with a max stamina pool rather than stamina cost, because stamina cost is so low on those weapons. So anything under 14 is pretty much like you don't really benefit from that. Yeah, stamina recovery with cost on here. Got cost plus, that's it. We got our max stamina increase based on max focus here, plus cost. So it's a 4-gem system for stamina cost. And then gloves, we have the 40 stamina on stagger. So when we're fighting the boss, we basically never have to worry. So again, you could probably get away with removing some of this stuff, and I have thought about removing the staggering from here. Maybe changing some of the other aspects that we got going on here. Like here, I got max stamina decrease 14% as well, because I actually don't even need that much stamina. So this is like a free curse. So I have the 10% max stam gem in here. And then I just put the curse for 14% here, so we only get a 4% loss overall. And it's really, really good. We could probably get more focus back from the game focus on fatality here. We can maybe remove the staggering, but like I said, it's really good for the bosses. You stagger them, and you could just go crazy on normal attacks. So it's a normal attack heavy build, that's for sure. Yeah, all coming from a 14 stamina cost. Yep, no problem. No problem. Yeah, we started out with a Mastercraft build and slowly been working towards this. Now I'm just working on getting my level 16 fashion for a gauntlet and mage build, and we're gonna start working on that. But I'm pretty much, I think I pretty much got a lot of it figured out. You know, it's really just math. It's math and getting all the shit that you need. You know. Yeah, I would say that Jade Ring is probably the biggest help for stamina. And then after that, it's going to be the stamina cost buff with the Fatality. And that coupled with the stamina recovery, and yeah, it's just a beautiful stamina build. I don't know if I'll ever really get away from this idea either. I'm going to try and do it with Wand and Gauntlets as well. And actually, Gauntlets will give me a better idea whether or not max stamina costs are that big of a difference. It's a much faster weapon, but it also still uses the same stamina cost as a one-handed. So I'm curious to see how crazy it is there. It might be better to have a bigger pool. That's my speculation right now. Yeah, I mean, my focus is mainly just for the big guys. Like, I try to save my focus for any of the big guys that I can't just easily take down with normal attacks. But almost everybody else, normal attacks. Like, these guys, I hit them with Storm Piercer, get my electric build up, all that stuff. You know, and when I can get the movement speed from that. We get the Fatality for stamina cost. Or the stamina cost for Fatality. It can be really helpful. Now there we didn't get it, so I can't tell you why. If you look at this, it says stamina cost after Fatality. So I killed him with a Rune attack, and it didn't proc the stamina cost. So I don't know. I think that's because I have the instant kill boon, and that might be something you have to think about when selecting these things. So 10% chance enemy dies instantly on hit. The problem with that is on hit doesn't allow you to get the kill or the buffs from fatalities and kills, from what I could tell. Or at least, let's say fatalities. You'll still get the kill buffs. So it's just something to think about when you're going through this test as well, is that those insta-kill buffs or boons in the Crucible don't always proc the enchant buffs. Well, when they cheat. Now, why is this knight coming after me right now? How did he see me? Like, sometimes I don't know. He's way over here. How did he see me? Don't you lie, game. Don't you lie. Like, trying to fight those guys with just normal attacks can be rough. But I think it's a really good build now. You can add things like this to just help you out a little bit. A little bit of static build up. Yeah, it looks like we might not be getting the buffs for the insta-kill. Okay, why are these guys damage taken decreased by 10%? See, anytime I take these damage taken decrease, the enemies take longer to kill. I think there's something weird going on here with some of these boons. I've noticed this even before Breach. Like, anytime you take the damage taken decrease boons, you will have a disruptive crucible. Either the enemy takes more damage, the enemy does more damage, or they're less likely to be damaged in some way, shape, or form, whether it's poise or raw damage or electrical. It's something I'm just going to literally stay away from. Every time I take these damage taken decrease, I always find it much, much harder to fight these enemies. It's really, really weird. It's literally the one boons I recommend everyone stay away from, because even if you take less damage, even if you are taking less damage, it seems like the enemies also take less damage, or they do more damage, or they take more poise damage. But you're having to deal with them, you're having to do more effort for the same return. It's pretty crazy. Them out. I'm just going to keep avoiding those. I knew you were gonna. As soon as I got up there, I pressed the button to go attack him, and what did he do? Jump away. Oh, you little punk. Predicting exactly what I'm gonna do, even before I can do it. You wanna fight or what? You missed. You gonna fight or what? Some of the best AI in the business. Ready? We're ready for PvP. Dude, bro, what? Sometimes this game. Sometimes. Weightless. So that's now 20% damage taken decrease. Watch how long it takes to fight the Echo Knight this time. I bet it's gonna be something crazy. We don't have a lot of damage boons, but that's okay. We have reference. No! 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 What is it doing? I fucking saw it coming. Dude. I can't stand this. I can't stand... Even when I know what's gonna happen. Oh my god. Even when I know what's gonna happen. As soon as I attacked him, it got hung up on the ledge. Darted my character forward where I didn't want to go. Oh my god. What the hell? So I did Storm Piercer. It backed him up. I wanted to move forward, but it jerked my character forward way further than I want. Like, dude, I love the way this game works sometimes. Crucible is so bad. It's so bad. Get rid of the ledges. You guys don't do ledges good. This game is not good. Get rid of the ledges. None of this is good for your game. None of it. Not a single aspect of the ledges in this game is good. Just get rid of it. I don't think anyone would be like, dude, we can't, like, fall off in the Crucible. I don't think anybody would care. Not a single person would be like, dude, I can't believe you did this. I'm gonna quit the game now because I can't fall off in the Crucible. I don't think anyone would mind at all. And if they do, I would love to see them stream them and be like, oh, I can't believe we can stay. I want to see it. I don't want to see text. I don't want to see words like, oh, but I like being able to. No, I want to see somebody streaming, enjoying it. Otherwise, I don't give a shit what you say. Because there's no one in this world who's like, dude, I love that you can fall off. No one. No one. Not a single person. It's just one of the dumbest things to die to. I don't die to Echo Knight. I die to a bloater blowing up near me. It feels so cheap. Weight reduction on everything. Reduction in damage taken based on durability. Focus gain up to 70. The rest is a little more specific, but they have a reduction in stamina cost and stamina recovery. Increase in rune damage. Increase damage on parry because I love doing that. Increase damage on almost everything, which gives 30%. I mean, yeah, it's a good build. Sounds good to me. I always tell everyone, build to your weaknesses. Don't worry about what you want. Build to your weaknesses. And you'll enjoy a lot more about the game when you're not trying to, like, focus on someone else's play style or, you know. Oh, I see this guy one-hitting everybody. Well, his play style might be one-hitting, but yours might be three-hitting. You know, you'll both get the job done. You'll both beat Echo Knight, you know, without issue. Just one does it with 3 attacks, another does it with 1. One of the best parts about this game is that you can't go wrong. There is no, like, wrong way to play. Alright, this is gonna be my last round, then I'm done. Yeah, after, you know, after another 300 hours after Breach, I, you know, starting to get a little burned out by doing the same thing, expecting a different result. I'm just gonna have to wait for a lot of updates to come. Quality of life, performance, the targeting system. Because there's a lot of badassery here. It's just a lot of, you know, rough edges too. Rune balancing, weapon balancing. We're gonna get another rework on the bow. So I think this is the 3rd rework on the bow. Yeah, not my first time going through a game like this. Dauntless did the same thing. 1 week you're strong, the next week you're weak, the next week you're strong, the next week you're weak, the next week you're strong. You were just constantly trying to figure out what Dauntless was wanting from us. And then eventually we all became really strong in Dauntless. And they just were like, oh, we don't like people doing that. So they completely obliterated everything and made it much harder. And, you know, we did far less damage. They took care of the power creep, as everybody calls it, because that just always makes me laugh. Like, power creep is just not knowing the math. That's what that is. It's not like the power came out of nowhere. It's just the math wasn't done in a way that someone understood it when they created it. And that's fine. Math is crazy. It's just using words like, oh, there's power creep. Well, no, that's called just bad math. It's not like the game just out of nowhere allowed people to get stronger. You guys put it in there. The math was in there, or the math wasn't in there until you put it in. So it's always on the devs when it comes down to it. It's not like some weird player exploit, something like that. No. We're only allowed to use what's in the game, so. They used to always say that, oh, players have found out a new way to, players have found out a new way. No, they're just using the items in the game. No one's modding Dauntless to do it. But they would always try to say, oh, you know, we didn't see this configuration. I'm just like, how? I always wonder, like, what the testing process is for a combat game. After reviewing, I focused on maximizing, reducing damage taken, gaining focus. Free damage from runes. I realized I was also receiving a lot of help from stamina. I said, why not take advantage of that with stamina runes? And that's how, oh, okay. Okay, like, all right, let's go. Let's add a little bit to that. Yeah, you almost can't go wrong with front flip kick right now. I mean, it's just really good. You want to incorporate a little bit into it. Like right now, it's at 17 cost. But if I just kill one guy with a rune, that goes down to 7. And now I'm doing double the damage my sword does for half the stamina cost. It's an insane boost in damage. It's literally double damage for half the stamina cost. It's pretty crazy. So if you want to incorporate stamina cost reduction into a stamina rune build and not worry too much about focus, except for maybe on a boss, you know, you build it up and then just save it, that avenue is very much open. Very much open. I mean, you could run around just stamina all day and not give a shit about focus. It's pretty cool. Now, do I want to do that? No, because, you know, runes are where my damage is. And I really do like a lot of the elemental runes in the game. The physical runes are cool, but having magical abilities tied to shit is just, that's where it's at when it comes to gaming. Yeah, 120, 234. Let's see here. So let me see what my normal attack does. Like 190 on her. 288. Are you... Dude, we're done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I appreciate everyone playing it casual. I can't. This Crucible is absolute trash mode. Absolute trash mode. I'm dying because I fell 10 feet. Like, it's just cheap. You can't... Love the game, devs, but you just stop with the cheapness. You can't have coded any more cheap garbage into your game. Fall damage. I didn't fall far. I mean, like, and even if I did, who cares? To me, it's a who cares situation. I fell off. I still have to go fight them. Having fall damage be the #1 reason people die in your game is, like, that should be the #1 thing devs are working on. We got to get people to stop dying to fall damage and die to Echo Knight, dying to bosses, because we don't. God, I can't stand going in there. 10, 20 minutes, die. 10, 20 minutes, die. 10, 20 minutes, die. Oops, you fell off the cliff. Oops, you walked off the edge. It's so cheap. You can't debate this issue at all. There is no debate for it. What is hard about No Rest for the Wicked? Fall damage. That's cheap. It's so cheap, it's not even funny. I understand they want to do Souls-like. I understand they want to do a difficult game. But if difficulty, the main aspect of difficulty in your game is not the combat, in your action RPG game, you're doing it wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. Just understand you're doing it wrong. You can't debate that. No one can debate it. What's hard about this combat game? Fall damage. That's not combat. What's hard about this Souls-like? Fall damage. That's not... Who cares about fall damage? I don't understand why you would want to develop and code a game where the difficulty is based around you falling 10 feet and dying. Listen, I'm okay with fall damage if it's something that occurs once in a while. It's the main reason I lose Crucible. It's why I have so much hate for this mode. The Crucible is so much fun, but it's so obliterated by the fact that they put ledges in there for no reason. They bear no meaning to the game whatsoever. The only reason ledges are in this game is because, one, they didn't want people being able to cheat around the world. Well, that's easy. Put a wall up. This is why I don't like when devs come out and talk about certain things, because I can easily throw that back in their face. We don't want people cutting through the world and getting to areas you're not allowed to get to. So put a wall up. Holy crap. It's not rocket science. We want to keep people from going to this area. Wall. You don't put a ledge in an area where someone can get to and then be like, okay, well, that's the difficulty of the game. So I love this game, but they need to get to work on making this fucking scene correct. It's just so stupid. I don't know how to say it. 7 years in development. The number one reason people die in your game is not combat. Not combat. Not action. Not role-playing. None of that. None of what your game is why people die. Why do people die? I was near an edge and it wanted to jump off, even though I just wanted to walk close to the edge. I was near an edge and an enemy hit me and it flew 14 feet off the edge and that killed me. Like, it's just a cheap way to do difficulty. You can't debate it. What is hard about this racing game? Putting gas in the car. Excuse me? What's hard about racing? Putting gas in the car? No. You did it wrong. What's hard about combat? Falling? Wrong. You did it wrong. It's as simple as that. It's just not debatable. What is hard about your combat game? Fall damage. Wrong. You gotta go. You can't see it any other way. Fuck, dude. One more. I'm just gonna do one more because it irks me so much that this was somebody at Moon Studios thought this was a good idea, a great idea. Who at Moon Studios? I would love to know, because I want to understand what parties you go to. I want to understand what you do for fun. Like, what do you do on a Saturday if this is what you did for fun as a product? Like, dude, I got this new product, man. Everyone's gonna love it. What is it? Okay. So you buy this thing, right? It's $40, okay? And you'll just get hurt randomly. What? Yeah, so it's a really cool product. You'll spend a little bit of money. It's not expensive. It's a little bit of money, $40. But every once in a while, you'll get a cut on your arm, or maybe your knee will you'll get a little bit of knee joint hurts or something like that, a little bit of pain in your knee joint. What? Wait, that's fun? I'm paying for that? It's always weird to me. You can have difficulty in a game, if you don't understand something, you've never driven a car, yeah, it's going to be hard to race. Like 20 years of driving cars and 20 years of racing, if I play a racing game and I'm having a hard time hitting the accelerator, or I'm having a hard time hitting the brake pedal, I would have to go, yeah, devs, you did it wrong, because the hard part of racing is not hitting the gas pedal or hitting the brake. Nope. That should not be the hard part of the racing game. Filling up the gas, woo! Man, it takes a lot of strategy to fill up gas. No. It takes a lot of strategy to not want to jump off a ledge. No, I just don't jump off a ledge. But yeah, it's one of my biggest gripes of this game, because it bears no meaning. If they removed ledges from the game, fall damage from the game, it would give the devs a perception that they don't see right now, and that's where the game is easy and where the game's hard. You can't do that if you got fall damage killing everybody all the time. Your game's, it's not really hard, it's just kind of stupid. Like sometimes, like I said, go to heaven. Why'd you die? Oh, well, I was near a ledge, and I went to go jump at an enemy, and well, my character decided to jump at a column that was, you know, near the edge or whatever, and it killed me. It just doesn't feel good to die to fall damage because it's a combat game. Yeah. It'd be like losing the race because I went and got, you know, an oil change. Like, what do you think? Like, I take care of my car and I lose. Like, that just doesn't even feel good. Like, oh, a piece of debris hit your front bumper, your car's totaled. Wait, I can't hit any debris? Well, that's racing, you know? No, that's not. Fall damage is not combat. I know that for a fact. I don't know of anyone who's ever died from fall damage in a boxing match, an MMA match, a wrestling match, a baseball game, a football game, a basketball game. Like, no one dies to fall damage playing their games. You know who dies to fall damage? Someone doing not a game. Like, it. Alright. If it is a platform game, I understand, but in combat you can't. Right. You know. Because you could almost say that it's based on the fact that they didn't want to build a big open world and wanted to do the top down. So because of the top down, you got the fall damage because they're doing a lot of verticality. So it's an aspect, I understand what they were trying to do. Like, hey, our game's big, it's tall. So if you're up tall, you know, up somewhere tall or high, you know, you can die from that. Like, no, yeah, I get that. But jumping from here to here, I shouldn't be like, ugh, like, because it's part of the game. You know what I mean? Like, I'm meant to do that. So being in that room where I dropped from that ledge down to the first floor, I should be allowed to do that because it's part of the game. Now, if I was falling off a waterfall, you know, into an abyss or something, yeah, okay, I get that. But to fall in the Crucible, like, it just doesn't fit well with the game. It'd be like doing having to use a sword to go you know, pay for your gas in a racing game. You'd be like, well, wait, why do we have a sword? Like, it just doesn't fit well. Wait, we're falling in this game? We're not dying to combat? Okay. I feel like they could do a rework that just negates the idea of that. And then it will open up a perspective that the devs right now do not have. And that's where the game is actually lacking difficulty. Because you can't understand that if everyone's death, if all the data you're getting from people dying is fall damage. You know, it's whatever it was, a 6-to-1 ratio. How many people died to Echo Knight? 1 million. How many people died to fall damage? 6 million. That's a pretty big discrepancy between something that is part of the game and something that is just in the game. It's not actually part of combat. I can't fall here, so what's fall damage for? It's just to prevent us from getting to places that they couldn't code or program us not being able to get to in the first place. So to me, it's, you know, it's kind of a cop-out. We had to add fall damage because we didn't know how to prevent the player getting to areas we didn't want them to get to. You know, it goes back to world design. You know, I've said this before. The world's beautiful. I love what they did with the world, but again, all of this it's all encompassing. Because of the world design, you have input issues. Because of the world design, you have targeting issues. You know, because of the world design, you have camera issues. So they're trying to do a lot, and I think it's just, you know, it's stacking up on them. You know, they're trying to make a difficult combat game in a top-down setting that has never been done before, with a Souls-like nature that has never been done before, and a grindy farm nature that has never been done before. Like, a lot of this it's sort of like the first time it's come together this way. They're just trying to find their way, I guess. They want to keep it, they must find a way to keep it from the current state. Fall accidentally, it jumps automatically even if you don't want it to. You can't interrupt the attack you've already performed because you'll fall, and you can't do anything to prevent it. It isn't, and they're stubborn about. Yeah, well, we know ledge protection's coming in patch 1, so like we know that they're working on it. It just, to me, it's I always have this thing where I go, okay, what's your default mindset for something? Like, what do you immediately gravitate towards? And when I think of a combat game, I go, okay, if I'm making a combat game, my difficulty will come from the combat. I don't want people to think or even have the aspect of thought that fall damage is what could ruin their combat game. I would never want that, because I want to make a combat game. I want them to be like, okay, this is good combat. Why did you die? Oh, the dude punched me 3 times, kicked me, and then did a counter jump attack or grapple or something. You know, something I just didn't prepare for. Not, I was close to an edge and I did an attack and my character committed suicide. I didn't commit suicide. The character did. Because there's a ledge where we fight for some reason in this combat game. So that's what I mean. It's just kind of a disconnect. But it's also based on the fact that they have their world designed around this verticality nature because of the top down. So it's just, you know, you got fall damage because you kind of have to have it. But because of that, the combat kind of falls short of being difficult. So yeah, I think we'll see some improvements in the future for sure. Just how long that is, how good it is in the end too. This level, man. I don't want that continuous damage. Yeah, I just get so heated losing to something that it's not even my fault. Because it's a stupid fault to have. Oh, I was near a ledge when the bloater blew up. Well, if I would have jumped over the edge, it would have missed the edge. Like, it's, you know, like we could talk about the, you know, like a hypothetical situation all day. Like, oh, well, maybe if you would have jumped back over the edge, maybe if you would have, you know, used this and that, blah, blah. But the situation being that I died to just that. Not combat of any sort. Just a, you know, what would that be? Just a happenstance of that being explosive, you know? Yeah, I think once they get that ledge protection in, you're going to see a whole different side to the combat. I mean, people are going to be able to do a lot. They're going to have a lot more fun just doing whatever they want, knowing that even if I fall off the ledge, I will be safe. So that I can get back to combat. Now, I guess I could see it as like, oh, well, they don't want people leaving combat so easily, so you can just run away from an enemy by jumping off a cliff. That's what I would say again, like, you know, maybe you just need to incorporate them chasing us like a motherfucker. like maybe if the player does run from an enemy jumping off a cliff, that enemy now calls out an ambush, and every time you come to that area, there's going to be like 10 or 20 or 30 guys. And the whole idea being, well, you fucked up. You tried to, you tried to get away, and the enemy called in reinforcements, you know? So the repercussion to you trying to get, you know, get out of the combat by using the fact that we don't have fall damage, incorporates more combat into the game. Not less by you dying and now you just return with nothing. No, no, no. I would make it so that every time somebody does do that in my combat game, you would have a bounty put out on your head. Now, every time you fight an enemy, he gets a friend to help him. Every single time. Until you cover that bounty cost or until you kill enough people to clear the bounty. That would be what I do. Not, oh, well, he's trying to run from combat. Kill him with fall damage. No, kill him with more combat. Give him more shit he has to deal with. You know? So running would be the worst thing to do. Jumping off the cliff would be the worst thing to do. It wouldn't help you to try and run. It would be better to die in combat. That sounds better to me than I died because an oopsie. Or I died because of a choice that I didn't think was going to cause that. Yeah, we'll get there. I just know it's rough because I want to play the game, but there are problems that I have with it. Be it personal or, you know, just the game still being worked on. I'd go play another game if I kind of had another game to play. All my games, I'm waiting on content for all these motherfuckers. like Pal World, waiting on content. Scum, waiting on content. Waiting for the 1.0 release. Because I'm not paying for a server. Like I don't want to set it up and then they do some wipes or whatever. I have so many games. I'm just waiting on content. Tokyo Extreme Racer, Night Runners, Monster Hunter. I'm all caught up. This is the only game I don't have like maxed out again. So I'm just like, I'm adamant on like, I want to get everything again. Just give me my shit. I want to stop dying. And then shoot, you know, imagine co-op comes out and you got your friend throwing up, you know, eruption and frickin', you know, slam here and slam there. Dude, people are going to be dying left and right to fall damage just because they're playing with their friends. Like, imagine your friend screams nearby and, oops, pushed you off the ledge too. Like, I'm very interested to see what they do with co-op and friendly fire. Because some of the AoE abilities in this game, either they're going to be heavily nerfed into a system that doesn't even have AoE anymore and it's just a little dot pixel, or a lot of people are going to die to their friends throwing up AoE attacks constantly. So I do see a situation with co-op where it's, you know, with fall damage, or if they don't, you know, alleviate that, it's going to be tenfold. People are going to be like, dude, okay, everyone keeps killing me to this and this. Come on, give me a win, please. Oh my god. It's just, I hate the legend. Because then there, like, okay, so this would be a realization for the devs. The only thing that prevents, I don't know. Let me take that back. Just look at the Echo Knight fight. Where do you fight Echo Knight? At the ledge all the time. All the time. Every fight I do with Echo Knight, it's at the ledge. So what is the point of having an open world game? What is the point of having an arena if we're just going to be fighting a thin line around the edge, you know? So we have this space, right? But I almost never use it. You know, the only time I use it is when he happens to get up or he does the slam or he has to run across the arena. But other than that, we're always fighting right at the edge. Right at the edge. From one edge to another edge to another edge. To me, that I would think of that as a design flaw for the combat. Like, oh, our boss is constantly moving to the edge. He never takes center. He should be constantly trying to force center. To me, I think it would, like, the way they designed it, I think it would play better if it was hard to get the Echo Knight out of center. It's like fighting in the octagon. You want to take center. You don't want the enemy to be able to back you into an area you can't get out of. Now I'm stuck. That's the whole point of, like, you know, well, not the whole point, but that's the point of, you know, octagon control. That's the point of ring control. It's the point of having the center, is that I always have an out no matter where I'm at. Whereas you can only come forward or left or right. You can't go backwards because the fence is there. So I could see them doing a rework to Echo Knight so that Echo Knight fights you from center. Everything he does is he does an attack and bam, he's back to center. Does something and then he's bam, back to center. So you don't get this moment of, well, I'm just going to push him to an edge, push him to an edge, push him to an edge. You know? So that to me should be a realization for the devs that they should incorporate something that isn't just edge play. Like, I'm constantly fighting Echo Knight at the edge of the map. What is the point of this huge arena if I'm only fighting on a ring? You know, get him to fight in the top left corner, top right corner, top bottom right corner. Like, maybe every time I fight him, he sticks to one side of the arena, and I just kind of fight him in the bottom right. And maybe the next time I fight him in the bottom left, and then the next time I fight him in the center, and then the next time. Like, incorporating those things into your combat is something that I would think about. You know, so I understand there's a lot that goes into it, but I haven't seen too many combat games incorporate difference of play. So, you know, you fight a boss and he's always going to have those movesets. You fight a boss, he's always going to jump there. He's always going to be there. He's always going to load up there. It would be nice if they could add some variance to that. So that maybe I fight him second phase first, and then he calls out his horse and we fight his horse for the second phase. And, you know, like, I think changing things up like that, you know, maybe not changing up the move sets, because I can understand how that could be really hard to have to relearn move sets every single time. But to change up the phases, I think that'd be okay. You go in there, he's off his horse, you see his horse in the background, you're like, ah, shit, we're going to have to deal with the horse on the stronger phase now. Or you come in and he's on his horse already. So just little things like that could really ramp up how great the combat is for a game without having to actually incorporate anything new. You know, no new movesets. It's just, well, now he's on the horse this time. Now he's off the horse. Now there's no horse. You fight him the whole time off the horse. You fight him the whole time on the horse, you know? And, you know, maybe the whole time he's on the horse, he has one new move that you would see because of that. I think things like that would be a lot better than, you know, fall damage. Okay, we're done. I'm out of here. It's still early access. Sooner or later, I think they'll change it. They're gradually decreasing the fall damage. I hope they remove it or make it so that if it happens, it won't be like it is right now. And there are avenues to take, because I think there's a weapon in the game that removes fall damage. So this is the part that kind of sucks, because we're playing something, we paid to play something, and they're getting paid to work on it. Okay, so they're seeing instant changes to what the game is and isn't. Okay, whereas me, I just have to play and hope for it. So it's a much different perspective on the game, you know, from a developer standpoint and from a gamer standpoint. I'm paying to do this and I don't know what's coming. The developer's getting paid to create it and they know exactly what's going to be coming. So, you know, me, I get upset about things because I've been through this before. You know, I played a game for 3 years that constantly said, "Hey, we're getting a new weapon. The bow is coming. And then 3 years later, you're like, I'm going to go play another game, and then a year after that, you find out the game's shutting down. So I've been through this many times where I've done early access titles, I've tested demos, I've done tests for developers, new companies, indie developers, and years go by, and just nothing ever comes of it. So it's one thing we can ask the devs, hey guys, can you fix fall damage? Can you do all this? But if they can't, or they don't want to, we're going to be sitting here having paid for something, thinking we're going to get changes, and it just never comes. So there is always that worry. You know, I've seen it. I've been through it. And Moon Studios is awesome. They do have a great freaking game here. But I know that Thomas and, Gennady and Moon Studios is pretty much like they want to make their game. So they'll take feedback and stuff. But I do see the... at some point, Thomas is just going to be like, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I'm going to make this the way I make it. And that's it. That's the end of the discussion, So maybe we get ledge protection, but after that, that's it. You die to fall damage. After that, there are no more fixes, and you can't complain because that'll be the last thing they do, which will be good. I think ledge protection will help out a lot on stupid stuff, So if an enemy pushes me off the cliff, okay, I can understand that. But a bloater blowing me up, certain things like that just don't feel good. I died to air. What up, Crom? I was just about to get out. Just about to get out of here. I'm gonna go eat food with the fam. All right. Yeah, I appreciate you popping in, though. I'm just gonna throw all this stuff into respective sections. All right. Yeah, I think it's good. Rising helped me with the with switching to the Jade Ring. So this build really came together after that. I think we're pretty much set in stone. I might switch back to 25 focus on fatality. We might get rid of the stamina on stagger and try for something else, and or possibly put electrical damage on here. I think maybe we could remove healing or something. Oh no, focus on it. Yeah, so yeah, I should be able to, yeah, I'm thinking maybe remove healing from here, and we could put electric damage on this, and I would be doing more damage too. So we could get a damage buff here. We could get something here, maybe. Forget what else. Maybe that one does stay. I think we're doing pretty darn good. The damage dodge increase, that's just really good. That happens so often. Staggering the boss constantly, 30% damage there. And it's pretty good. Thanks for your time and help. I hope we stay in touch too, man. I'll be here tomorrow. Today was just a short stream, you could say. Yeah, I tried to get some stuff going yesterday, and I stayed up last night getting all the notes for all the runes, and I tried to get my mage armor figured out. And I just don't see a mage build. There's a lot of cool armors, but I'm gonna have to go back through them all and just look for something that feels mage. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Once again, I appreciate everyone. Be on tomorrow. Again, anything you want me to test, let me know. I got a bunch of crap. Runes, weapons, armors. Slowly putting together builds now. Alright, deuces.